Hey y'all, welcome back to my Italian village. If you haven't seen the video where I built this and did a little walkthrough, little cinematic walkthrough of the town, definitely go check that out. The video is linked in the description below. For those of you that have seen that video, you may recall that during that little walkthrough, we didn't go inside any of the builds. That was because the interiors were not done yet, but now they are. So I wanted to do a little walkthrough and show y'all what we have in this Italian village. So let's go get started. Alright, you come inside and you're greeted by the town square, and you have two little like alleyways that you could pick from, and we're going to start by going to the right. Alright, so this first build here on our right, it is one of the biggest ones in the entire village, and it's the first one we started out with. And I made this one the library. So we got our wall of books, some empty bookshelves, some study carrels, someone's using the one up in that corner. We got the main study desk where groups can sit together. And then we got the ladders that you can use, that you swing down the walls to grab the books. And we can also use those to get up to the loft area. Now this loft area has our aisles of books. Some people have left some books on the ground. And then some flowers up on top of the bookshelves. So that is our library. Boom. No one's even hurt. And then across from the library we have a little house. Come in here, just a simple little kitchen, sink, furnaces for your ovens. This is a little built-in pantry system. And then you go upstairs to a loft situation with the bags and the chests. So back that way, we will eventually end over there. This is our first archway, bridge, and garden area. So I was looking at different like concept art for Italian villages, and a lot of them had these like bridge, archway overpasses that you would walk through back in the back of the villages where the homes are. And so I just wanted to recreate it. It doesn't go anywhere per se, but it looks good. It comes straight out to this little seating area under this pergola that branches off of the garden, and we'll go up to the garden in just a moment, but first let's stop into another house. So this one has another kitchen with some cabinets up top, and then this one has a fireplace and like a little hat rack. And then you go upstairs. They all have this loft bedroom style in all of the homes. This one has a little upstairs garden. And you can see out, you can see the fountain, so it almost has a town view. And then this you can just see out into the distance. Really nice, pretty prairie views. Alright, so headed back to our bridge and our pergola. We're going to go up these stairs. And we're up in this little garden. And like I said, the bridge doesn't really lead to anything, so if you stand up, you know, you can look out. But I guess it could be used as like a quick escape. If something were to attack and you needed to get out fast, you could run off in that direction using the bridge. Alright, back down. Now we're gonna go into this house. Another kitchen. You'll see all the houses are pretty similar, you know, kitchen downstairs, little loft bedroom upstairs. It's all just slightly different, but with the same idea for aesthetic. This one you can see the town square, not really the fountain, but the town square. And then this one even has a view of the very beginning of that vineyard. So we have a vineyard that goes all the way around, go down. Thank you. All the way around the back of this village. Okay, let's go into this one. This is also a house. I promise they are not all houses. Okay, so this one has a cake or a pie cooling in the window. And this is one of the larger upstairs areas. So they have a pretty decent bed situation. And for anyone that follows me on Instagram, you may have seen the video of my character Snow laying in the bed saying, you know, when you can't fall asleep because your brain keeps reminding you of that stupid thing that you said 5 years ago. That was a screenshot I took sitting in this bed. Now, right on the other side of this wall is the town square, but I didn't put a window there because there's something built on the other side of this house. Alright, so now we came down this alleyway, and you can also enter to the town square. So you have entrances to get to all the different areas of the village if you need to. You're not locked back into a street. So we could break through and go to the town square, or we can keep going around the back and visit our first wine storage. So like I said, there's the vineyard that wraps around the entire back of the village. So naturally we need a place to store all of the grapes that we pick, and also to start fermenting it. That's the right word, I think. I'm not a wino by any means. To create the wine. So this is where you crush the grapes. Here's some of our grape crushing tools. And then this is where some of the wine leaked out of the barrels. Alrighty. Now we're gonna head towards town square. This is my favorite area in the entire village. So like I said, couldn't put a window here because I had all these vines around the pergola for a sitting area for you to sit and enjoy the fountain. We have some street lights on either side of the fountain that also hold planters. Because all the concept art that I looked at, there was so much greenery. So I really wanted to incorporate a lot of the leaves and flowers and sweet berries. Now this one's one of my favorite builds. This is the biggest one in the village. So it's what you get to first when you come out of the alleyway, and it's the focal point when you're staring back, and it's the bakery. I love this. So you know it's the bakery because we have our little pop-out beam that shows all the different things that you can buy here. I think there's something on the back. Oh, more cake. And then you also have the display case. This is just for show, kind of advertising what the bakery has. But you can buy stuff from here. So you don't have to go into the bakery. You can get quick little snacks. My cat is cooing. He brought me a toy. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. So, oh my goodness. So you can go and you can get pumpkin pie, bread, chocolate chip cookies, milk, and then cake, which has already been sliced into. We've already sold some of our cake. But if you want to go check out what's fresh inside, great. That's one thing I've been trying to be careful. If you click 2 in front of the doors, you'll end up clicking the gates instead. And if you're standing under the gate, you get pressed into the ground. Fun little party trick. Alright, so once we're in the bakery, this is kind of like... Alright, so y'all know that I'm obsessed with Disney. Again, anybody that follows me on Instagram, like, I'm always posting stuff on my story about Disney. So when you go to the confectionery on Main Street in Walt Disney World in Florida, there's these viewing areas basically where you can watch the cast members create the goodies and decorate them. So I created something like that where you have the ovens in the back, you have all the ingredients out, so they would be sitting here making whatever it is they're making, whatever treat, and you can watch the process of how what you're about to eat is made. Then you have some more display cases, and then this is where you can come and order whatever you want inside. So all of the stuff on display, all of the stuff that they can grab to sell to you. Alright, yeah, I love the bakery. And then you have your flower shop. I just felt like this was completely necessary. Again, all the concept art had all these flowers, so naturally I needed a flower shop. So this is the merchant stand outside of the flower shop where you can buy stuff real quick. But just like the bakery, you can go inside and buy stuff too. Can y'all hear that? I have no idea why right when I was recording he was dead asleep. Thank you. Yes, I see. I'm proud of you. Yeah, you did so well. I can't play right now, baby. I'll play when I'm done, okay? Yeah. Like, he was fast asleep, and now he's like, hello. You are recording? I want to play. Be good. No. Be good. Goodness. Okay. So, we're gonna go back behind it. I'm just planting some flowers back here. I wouldn't say that this is necessarily what supplies the flower shop by any means, but just, I feel like it needed some more flowers in the back. Now we're gonna come back to this house real quick. I'm gonna walk around the merchant stall, around to the front. This is another, I guess it could be a second merchant stall. I did it kind of like a display. And then this is the inside of the flower shop. So this is where you can come in and buy anything that you would need. Even lily pads. So any greenery that you could think of, you can buy in the flower shop. Alright, let's go back around to that house. Alright. So another house that we have, just a simple kitchen, some shelving, our little upstairs loft, a nice view, you can see the vineyard. It's hard to see through the sweet berries, but we're now facing the back, which is where the bulk of the vineyard is. Yep, see? That was really fun and also incredibly tedious to build. A lot of repetitive designs. This is another little seating area as you walk through the village. And then you come back out towards the town square, and we have another garden, a little secret garden, seating area, and then back there we have another bridge. So let's see. Let's go this way. We'll end at the front. So we're gonna go here, and this is our wine shop. So naturally, any village that has a vineyard off of the back of it is gonna have to sell wine. So this is where you can come and you can do tastings. So you can taste the grapes. These are some empty bottles from people who have done tastings prior. Here's where you can taste from. And then once you've tasted and chosen like which type of wine you like the best, you can select which one, and they'll go up and they'll pull it for you. We also have wine racks and more storage up top for all the wines, because we have a big vineyard. Alright, now go under here. We have our second bridge, a little overhang. And if you go through here, it's just kind of a little secret garden area, more greenery, quiet space to get away, a little seating area, and then another garden. And then this one would lead out to the vineyard. If you just wanted to hop over the walls, you would get down to the vineyard. And I briefly walked through that in my cinematic tour, so if you want to see what it looks like going through the vineyard, definitely go check out that video linked below. Alright, this is one of my favorite just little features of this build, is the step up area that adds an elevation. It just helps break it up and makes it more fun to walk through the village when it isn't just all flat. So I like this. This was fun. Now right here, this is our other diagonal build, and it is also a wine storage. So just like the other one, you have the wine crushing area. You have some of the wine spilling out of the barrels. This one did a slightly larger spill. And then when you come down here, more of the details. This is a house, and then we'll end with something that is something other than a house. This one is a super tiny house, so itty bitty kitchen, itty bitty little loft area. Just simple little 2 by, what is that, 3? 2 by 3. Basically just room for your bed. Teeny tiny, but it is right across the street from the Fig shop. this was fun. I was thinking about all the different things that I wanted to include in the village, you know, your bakery, your flower shop, your wine shop. And then I was like, what about people who bring their horses to the village? You know, they're traveling. What if they need something? You know, what they need, cowboy hat or boots, what they need, food for the horses, new armor, leagues, cauldrons for them to drink out of. So you can buy all that here. All the yellow on the ground is hay from people who bought hay bales. And then, you know, it's messy. Anybody that's dealt with hay before knows that it doesn't stay compact. And then upstairs is just storage for the store clerk. So you have the hay bales, hay, cauldrons, anything that people would need, saddles. You can come up and grab it for the client. But yeah, this is the Italian village. This took me about 15 hours to build. Just not the interiors, what you saw in the first video. And then the interiors took me, I don't know, a couple of hours. So this was a pretty long build, but it was so much fun to do. Like, I absolutely loved all the detail work. Getting to incorporate, you know, the fountain and the street lights and all the different types of builds. I had a lot of fun with this. And one day I want to do this on an even bigger scale and incorporate even more different types of shops and builds. Like I already have more ideas. Like I made this, and as I was watching the video back, I was like, I could make this better. I want to do this again. So maybe on like the 1-year anniversary of this video, I'll do a like giant version of this with even more stuff. We'll see. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like and subscribe to keep up with all of my different builds. I'm super excited. I have so many things in the pipeline for y'all, and it's gonna be great. And with that, I will see y'all next time. Bye!